One of the biggest talking points in the professional wrestling world right now is where Mercedes Mone will land. She's the hottest free agent on the market, and every major company has their eyes on her. Will she be going back to the WWE? Will she be going to All Elite Wrestling? Will she be going to a smaller promotion like TNA? That's what we're going to talk about in this video as we look at the pros and cons of her going to every major promotion that currently has interest in her. We're going to be starting off with probably the most likely option for her new home, and that is All Elite Wrestling. With AEW, Mercedes Mone would be one of their biggest signings ever. She is someone who could really elevate that women's division to heights it's never been before. She is someone who could fix one of their biggest problems, and that is the booking of the women's division, as once Mercedes Mone lands in your company, you are going to give her proper TV time. She's the only star in that women's division who would get the proper TV time that she deserves. I feel like Mercedes Mone could have some really interesting feuds in AEW, mainly against their top star right now, Toni Storm. I feel like Toni Storm and Mercedes Mone would have a great match and a great feud too. There's other top stars who Mercedes Mone could have great feuds with, such as Hikaru Shida, for example. Overall, Mercedes Mone going to AEW would be great for the company, and it would be great for her. The only problem is you might not reach superstardom in AEW like you would in the WWE. But if Mercedes Mone is content, I do believe she could have a fantastic run in AEW and become one of their top stars. There's also been talk of her potentially going to TNA. Admittedly, this seems less likely than ever, as the main motivator would be to work with Trinity, who is set to leave the company. But having said that, there is still a plethora of top stars that Mercedes Mone could have excellent feuds with. The likes of Jordan Grace and Dijal Shaw, the likes of Mickie James, who occasionally pops up, the likes of pretty much anybody on that roster. TNA represents that women's division perfectly, and Mercedes Mone walking in that door, she could be the ace of the company, as that women's division is pushed as much if not more than the men's division. Having said that, the one major problem would be the fact that it is a smaller promotion, so she wouldn't really be getting the eyeballs on her that maybe she would like. And TNA, as much money as they might have to sign a major free agent, don't have AEW money. They don't have WWE money, so while yes, they did reportedly offer Will Ospreay a monster deal, and they are probably looking to spend that money on a major free agent, maybe it's not as much money as AEW could spend or the WWE could spend. And if Mercedes Mone is looking for that Monet, then TNA is not really the option. If she's looking for a place where she could get seen, then TNA is not really an option. If she wants to get a major push, become the top star of a company, and push TNA into their new era as a thriving force, then TNA is that option. So it really depends on if she wants to help a company rather than if she wants to help herself. So I really see it as the less likely option between the companies we're talking about today. And finally, we have the WWE. With the WWE, this is the option where she's getting the most eyes on her. It's the biggest wrestling company in the world, and that's not going to change anytime soon. She also has excellent feuds to go into, like for example a feud against Rhea Ripley, revisiting her excellent work with Bianca Belair, or the most appealing option, getting involved with Damage Control, as they are set to kick out Bayley if what's being seen is to be believed, and Mercedes and Bayley teaming up to take on Damage Control would be an excellent storyline. Having said all that, while there's a lot of positives to Mercedes going back to the WWE, there's also some negatives. For one, she would just be another cog in the machine. When it comes to AEW, she would be the top star of the women's division. When it comes to TNA, she'd be the top star of the entire company. When it comes to WWE, she'd be one of the top stars in the women's division. So while yes, she would be a top star, if she really wants to change the wrestling world, the WWE is not the option. And at the same time, it seems like it's not the option to get the most paid either, as they are reportedly far apart on money, whereas AEW seems to be willing to pay her the most. So while she would probably still get paid more than, let's say, a TNA, AEW seems to be the option where she'd get the most paid. So if she's looking for money, the WWE may not be the option unless they change their minds. So, having said all that, where does the WWE land? I do believe that the WWE is a more appealing option than TNA. While she'd be the top star in TNA, she would not be seen as much as she would in the other two options. So I'm gonna have to put TNA last and WWE ahead of TNA. But at the same time, I would honestly say AEW is a better option for her right now. The women's division isn't as represented, but Mercedes Moné could be the change in that women's division that they need. Whereas in WWE, as I said, she'd just be another cog in the machine. She'd just be another top star. And if Mercedes Moné wants to change the wrestling world, wants her legacy to be known, then AEW is the option to go for. But what do you guys think? Where will Mercedes Moné land in 2024? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more.